Is push that tempo. You didn't really capture it there in the highlight, but it was getting it across the timeline. He's throwing it ahead, and now with him being out, you have Cale Combs has to get in the paint, but also you have to get those early shots because you don't have your creator.
So here's Combs. Work it around to Fulgaris, and now back it goes to Combs. 10 to shoot. Lob to Fulgaris, leaning inside, hard bounce to Sage, blocked down low. It's Daniel Jacobsen off the bench for the swat.
Jacobsen, I think that might have hit the rim, Kevin, but just his presence down there should count as a block in any regard.
Hoffman-Renn likes this matchup against Banks. Here's Lawyer. Runner on the baseline rattles home, and the Boilermakers are back within one.
Tough shot by Fletcher Lawyer. Again, we talk about his ability to shoot threes. That's his growth floater. But if you're Iowa, you live with that. Great job early, down low on TKR, playing one-on-one in the scramble out.
Sage turns the corner, the kick out to Banks. Banks will drive into the teeth of that defense. His shot awry. And Lawyer on the move. Smith probing against Combs. Off to Jacobsen, and the two-hand flush to give the Boilermakers the lead, a 6-0 run. On the bounce, it's Sage, collides with TKR, picked up by Harris. Jakari Harris on the move, end-to-end, lob Jacobsen. Off the mark. But
I saw what you didn't see, so I mean, it's sort of different of opinion of the second foul for sure. And now Sturtz comes in with 2 fouls. And when I talked to Ben McCollum earlier up in the hallway before he came down, he says it was critical for them to get off to a good start, which they did before those 2 fouls. We'll see if he can play with 2.
Yeah, this is going to be a real pivotal moment in this game. You're pushing your chips into the middle of the table if you're Ben McCollum right now, and it underlines the importance of Bennett Sturtz to this entire program.
Yeah, it's an interesting risk, too, because I think Iowa actually was getting good shots a couple times down the court without Sturtz on the floor, missed 2 layups, but in this type of game, couple losses back-to-back, you got to have it. Sturtz is a guy you got to trust.
Yeah, 2-game losing streak, lost at Minnesota, then lost to Illinois. This is Combs for 3, and the Hawkeyes are a perfect 4 for 4 from behind the arc.
And the gamble pays off. Again, Sturtz doesn't score, puts 2 feet in the paint, relatively good defense, but again, when you have eyes on him, you leave other guys to beat you, and Cale Combs steps up, knocks it down.
Here's Harris working against Sturtz with those 2 fouls. And we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And yet Jacobsen down low, tangled up with Fulgaris, who picks up his first personal foul. Coming up, the Wednesday night hoops triple header continues when Illinois squares off against Northwestern. Next on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. A little bit of communication breakdown up the floor. Fulgaris with the one-hand flush.
Much to say right there. That looked like, you seen Mighty Ducks before? You know, when they tried to run the flying V, got it blown up. The Hawks came back the other way. That's the easiest bucket I was going to see all year.
Somewhere Emilio Estevez is very frustrated again, and he has no idea why. Braden Smith to the elbow. The jumper pinballs out. Trey Hoffman-Renn, and a foul. Fulgaris shoved back, and we play on.
Here's Stelsay, man. Let the boys play.
Now Iowa to work on offense. And we've got a whistle and an offensive foul against the Hawkeyes. Tavian Banks with the foul, his first.
Tough call right there for Tavian Banks. Seemed to be a light touch. You always wonder, officials want to keep control of the game right there after a little scrum.
Now Purdue, we'll see if that lights a fire. Braden Smith with the ball fake, and then it's tipped out of bounds. Good play by Cale Combs, didn't bite on that fake.
I was just thinking the same thing, and that's what we talked about, the patience of this Iowa defense. They are going to scramble. About 17 other teams in the Big Ten, 16 other teams, excuse me, that would have been a dunk. Braden Smith with the head fake, but Cale Combs staying in the play, reading it. That effort is tremendous.
Lawyer forcing up that three in the corner, and it falls. Don't let Fletcher Lawyer get hot. He has struggled of late, just 32% from three the last 7 games. But we have seen it happen before. He can get hot in a hurry.
And we got to watch them in the pregame shoot-around. They cheer against him because they know how good of a shooter he is.
Sage will try to answer. And he gets a roll. What is happening on that rim for the Hawkeyes?
A little Hawkeye voodoo on that rim, getting the bounces early. But again, great job finding those pockets, second side, ending up with the shot. And the others for the Hawkeyes, not named Bennett Sturts, cashing in.
Lawyer trying to heat up, Sturts the rebound, and he'll look to navigate up the floor. Playing with those 2 fouls for the last 2.5 minutes. He'll launch his first shot, and the first miss from behind the arc for the Hawkeyes. 4 different Hawks have made a three. Braden Smith, a little hop step, then he lost that basketball. Sturts scoops it up.
And we're going to miss timing right there for Purdue. Great job by Jacobsen switching the angle of the screen. Spacing was a little off on the backside.
Sturts looking for the screen, and that'll be a moving screen on.
He only wants Braden Smith to play point guard with TKR at times because they're so good. Meyer gives them that second ball handle, although Fletcher Lawyer's been really good tonight. And he's honestly as good of a passer as Braden Smith. I know that sounds crazy, coming from Maccabi Tel Aviv in EuroLeague.
Oh, what a swat by Tate Sage, and Iowa able to take it away from Braden Smith.
He said it's difficult to guard him. We know it, but they're switching, they're showing, they're mixing up the defense, and they're staying disciplined. That's the second time he's got a shot block. We don't see that too often.
Hawkeyes by 1. Banks, hard dribble up top to Tate Sage. That three rolls out and tracked down in the corner, and it's saved by C.J. Cox. Trying to get a break going against a team that's hard to break against. Benter in the corner off the shot fake. The skip, it's Meyer for 3. You can't move it much better than Purdue on that possession.
And it's a great job by Braden Smith. Extra pass, but Benter, we know he can shoot it. He can put it on the deck too. Good to great. That's what Purdue lives off of.
Combs on the bounce. Manyow inside, and a foul.
Well, I thought you listened to me even before this honor, but I am very honored and humbled. And I appreciate you're respected by your peers. Also, a shout out to the late Jeff Washburn, who's also in the class with me for 2026, former Purdue beat writer.
For those wondering what this class is, it's the USBWA Hall of Fame. Andy Katz, a very deserved honor today. Of course, that usually means you've had a lengthy career and you're very, very old when you're getting into the Hall of Fame. That's not Andy's situation at all, as it's tipped out of bounds by Omer Meyer.
Andy doesn't look a day over 27, man. And I grew up listening to and watching Andy.
See, you can't say the two things. He looks 27, and I grew up listening to him.
I'm only 21.
Wait a minute. Weren't we in the same class in Wisconsin? We weren't the same class?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we both might have some eligibility left, man.
Yeah.
Can you still hoop?
I was way back in the Yoder years.
Sturts inside. That won't go by Banks, and Jacobsen able to clear that rebound. Braden Smith with Purdue up by 1. Good defense again by Iowa. Just not a lot of penetration lanes.
They got bigger defenders that they can switch onto or stay in front of Braden Smith.
And we've got a kick ball before that turnover, so 20 on the shot clock for Purdue.
This Iowa team, multiple guys in that 6'5", 6'7", 6'4". Cale Combs, Cale Combs, the only one. I know what I just did there, but Cale Combs, the only one undersized, and they elect not to match him up with Smith at times.
Fancy dribbling, and C.J. Cox got a look, and he drops down that 2, 29-26. Purdue by 3.
C.J. Cox does not get enough credit just yet because of all the stars on his team, how far his game has come. He has improved tremendously, particularly off the bounce shooting. 4
minutes without a make for Iowa. Hawkeyes trying to find that range again. Here's Sturts. Can he get it going? 4 to shoot. Has to launch. rattles around, and another kind roll. That is 3 threes that have gone all the way around the world before they've dropped.
And that's also why Kyle Korver is sitting in the crowd watching Bennett Sturtz. Daniel Jacobsen is 7-4. Bennett Sturtz relaxed for a second and got Daniel Jacobsen too as well. Buries it in his eye.
Good ball movement finding Benter for 3. The answer won't drop it. Jacobsen, the offensive rebound. Big man inside. Missing. Gets his own back. Jacobsen again short this time. Fulgaris with the rebound, and Iowa dodged a couple there.
Daniel Jacobsen, that's a step he's got to make in his game. He's been better at it in recent games. He's got to finish those around the rim.
And tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Iowa. 4:13 to play first half.
Kevin.
Well, you see the story tonight for the 2 stars. Bennett Sturtz just 3 points with that kind roll that he got a moment ago. Braden Smith yet to score in this one. But a tie game at 29. Purdue battling foul trouble. Clough and Trey Kaufman-Renn each with 2 fouls. Sturtz guys have scored. 5 different Hawkeyes have made a 3. 6 Boilermakers have scored in this one. So a lot of balance between these 2 teams. Free throw won't go for Mannion, and the rebound for Jacobsen. So thwarted on the front end of the 1-and-1. And the Boilermakers to work. Here's Braden Smith, turn in the corner, inside, and Jacobsen can't handle the pass. Sturtz on the move. Here's Banks spinning. That jumper off, ends up with Smith.
Not the shot you want in transition after a turnover if you're Iowa. Score the most points off the turnovers in the conference, but you got to get a better one than that.
Smith into the paint, bumped, all kinds of contact. Surprised there wasn't a whistle in the corner. That 3 won't go, and Combs the rebound.
Sturtz got very lucky right there. That definitely was a little extracurricular heads-up play by Smith. Refs bailed out Sturtz.
Sturtz chased by Smith around that screen. There's Combs, picked up by Braden Smith on the switch. He'll lob it back out to Sturtz with 6 to shoot. Sturtz against Lawyer. Penetrates, fades away. Nice touch by Bennett Sturtz.
That is so tough. High-level move right there. Talked about his analytics, darling. To be able to shoot that shot, you got to shoot it at 60%. He shoots it at 60% right there. Just patient, 6'4", get the bump with the left shoulder. Pretty play by Sturtz.
Here's Lawyer. Gets into the paint. That leader won't go, and Sturtz the rebound.
We're trying to hunt that 3rd foul on Sturtz a little bit. Distracted Lawyer right there. He's got to go up and finish that.
2-point lead for the Hawks on the road late first half. Purdue's missed their last 5 from the floor. Sturtz will drop it off. Koch. And now Sturtz to work again with 8 to shoot. Guarded by Harris. Feeding it underneath to Banks, and Banks with it on.
And then it was Koch who had Braden Smith on him. He's got to take that down on the block, even though he's a 3-point shooter. Braden Smith is not a defender that close to the basket, giving up about 8 inches.
15 to shoot for Jacobsen. Braden Smith lobbing to the big man. And there's the alley-oop. Second connection tonight.
That's something you rarely see. Braden Smith saw it, but Iowa's pressure had Braden Smith with his head down. Sturtz fell asleep on the backside.
Here's Sturtz with 15 to shoot. Let's navigate back out near the half-court line. Going to work against Benter. Sage will restart it with Sturtz. Sturtz on the run. High arcing shot won't go, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be Purdue ball. Well, coming up, stick around for the halftime show presented by State Farm. Mike Hall and Bruce Weber in our studios in Chicago, standing by with all the latest. Purdue basketball, 1:11 to go in this first half. 4 ties, 7 lead changes. Fun first half.
Great game, and I don't know if you believe in karma, Kevin, but I think that Jack Benter got away with a little bump on Sturtz right there as well. You'd love to see a consistently called game.
Lawyer turns the corner, got a path inside, wanted a whistle, didn't get one, and it ends up in the hands of Combs. Matt Painter can't believe it. Combs the leader. That's off. Manuel had it stripped out of his hands by Harris and out of bounds.
Coach Painter wanted a foul, but again, Fletcher Lawyer, same thing he did against Bennett Sturts, jumped left instead of just going straight up. I think that's a good piece of officiating. And then you see the adjustment from Iowa. Cale Combs did what Koch didn't do. Take Braden Smith in the post. Jacobsen had to come over to help left open the offensive glass.
Referee James Breeding just motioned and pantomimed the exact same thing you were talking about in response to Matt Painter.
Really heads up play. Everybody brought their A game today, Kevin.
10 to shoot. It's Combs with 5 on the shot clock. Sizing up Lawyer. He'll launch the 3 and he'll hit. How about Cale Combs? He's got double figures, 10 in the first half.
Cale Combs knows what he's good at. He plays within himself. 70% of his shots are inside the perimeter. He got it going early, and now 2 of 2 from 3. Great night for him so far.
Kick out. Benter looking for the tie. No, the tip by Jacobsen won't go. Halftime arrives.
Off those turnovers, and Iowa is in business. They have this Purdue offense in shambles, which we don't say often.
Purdue only had 3 turnovers the entire game against Penn State. They've had 4 this half. Braden Smith trying to get the scoring game going, and that'll help you on the comeback trail if he can get things lit from a scoring standpoint.
And when you turn it over, just shoot it sometimes. You don't got to pass it, but a perfectly designed play. They cleared out that area, brought him to the wing, set a little Spain screen on the side with good spacing. It was a shot the whole way.
Open for 3. Smith went down. Koch can't get the kind roll this time, and Jacobsen the rebound. Now Braden Smith back at it. He'll push that pass to Harris. Jabari Harris. Trey Kaufman-Renn had a couple of 3-point plays early in this half. Instead, that shot rolls off to Iowa.
Goes with full denial on Braden Smith. He heads up, sets the screen for Trey Kaufman-Renn. But on that side, it's a heavy load up. He has to settle with a tough push shot.
Bulgaris for 3. 42% on the year, and an offensive rebound gives Iowa a second chance. Sturts. Extra pass to Koch, 7 to shoot. Lost it inside. Manuel right there, goes underneath left to right, everything but the bucket.
Manuel was sick himself, gives a little shocking sigh right there. But right there, missed opportunity. You had Sturts one-on-one with Smith. Got to take advantage of that.
And Smith turns the corner and gets the 2. He's heating up.
Yeah, and he's going to take advantage of it. They go with Combs on it. He's done a great job this half. But you can only keep a good man down so long.
On a bounce, Harris with the takeaway. And now Purdue in transition. Lawyer blocked off by Koch. Good defense in transition by the Hawks.
Great communication. We talked about their connectivity, talking, rim protection first, scramble the shooter second. Textbook.
Iowa only allows under 6 fast break points per game. They just don't let you run. Braden Smith to the elbow there, can't get it to go. Oh, how about Jacobsen? Swatted up in the air and let gravity do the rest. Bulgaris on the drive, the finger roll. Just cradled that one and put it in. And a timeout.
When you're playing in this environment, you can't relax, so I love it. The trick to that, I think you saw, Andy, was they sped themselves up a little bit on offense there when you don't want to, and I think you have to have...
And head back into anonymity. Out to 15.
Good effort from there.
He didn't win any money, but now he's got infamy.
That's tough, especially with all these bounces Iowa's getting, man, to have a Purdue, like, that's great.
Using the hammer, too.
Yeah.
Couldn't hammer down.
That hammer is unnecessarily hard that the Purdue mascot has.
They call it the masher, but
yeah, I don't, that's, you know.
it didn't help him. And they can't really call it the green, as Iowa will inbound with 18 to shoot. Bulgaris. Working around now. Tate Sage, 8 to shoot. Fulgaris in the paint, coming over to help out is Jacobsen Harris. Ball loose on the floor, tie up, and the possession error stated.
yeah, I don't know if that one's up for much debate. Tough there for Sturts, but.
And a foul on Mannion. His second, or rather his third. And Purdue will inbound. So it is 2 on Mannion. Purdue down 3 with 15 to shoot. Smith. Trey Kaufman-Renn for 3. That's off. Kaufman-Renn 2 for 7 from 3 this year.
Yeah, Kevin, that was such a heads-up play by Banks. The stack action or Spain action. He came all the way from the backside and gives up the 3 to TKR. That's who you want shooting that in that situation.
And Trey Kaufman-Renn with a steal ahead to Braden Smith. Look at the speed. A burst to the rim and a chance for one more at the line. Coming up on 10 to play. Combs. Inside, back to Combs. Zips it back to Mannion. Good hard dribble on a two-hand flush.
You do it, I do it, you do it. That's all right. Good unselfish play. Again, you get back to both of those guys knowing each other. Mannion doesn't try and finish through traffic. Not his strength. Combs, not the best three-point shooter, even though he's making it. Let's get the easy dunk. Great teamwork.
Hard place to respond. Iowa's had responses tonight. Smith is the ultimate response. Braden Smith for 2, and a chance for one more again at the line. Braden